Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be giving out advices to the married women out there. So please stay tuned. Firstly, married women need to understand that no matter how many times you say I love you to your husband, once you're in the habit of always disrespecting him, to him you don't love him. Why? Because respect is more important to a man than love. In fact, even if you don't love a man at all, once you respect him, to him, you already love him. As a married woman, mind the way you correct your husband. Don't micromanage that man. Even if you want to correct him at the right time, with the right tone, and do it the right way. Your husband is not your younger brother, neither is he your son. You have to speak with him with respect. Mind the way you talk to him. Never argue with him in public. Even if you guys are having a little misunderstanding, why not drop it? When you guys get home, you cannot talk about it carefully with love and not with disrespect. As a married woman, you need to understand that men don't operate the same way with women. No. A man might be tired of that marriage, but he will not want a divorce. So instead, he will just tap out of that marriage mentally and emotionally. He might not leave you physically, but his mind is no longer in that marriage anymore. He's just there for being there, for the sake of being there, and for the sake of the children, probably. As a woman, you also need to understand that you have to allow the man be in charge. A man's ego is very important to him. Allow him to always be in charge. Allow him to be the man of the house he is supposed to be. As a woman, you need to be observant. And also, you need to understand that when a man acts sometimes, not that he doesn't care about your feelings or your emotions or he doesn't love you anymore. No. Sometimes he just doesn't feel like getting involved in your complaints. That is why it's not everything that you fight about. Sometimes you just have to learn to let things go. As a woman, you also need to understand that nagging pushes pushes your husband away from you. It pushes men away, yes. Find a more peaceful and better way of laying your complaints to your husband. Nagging should even be an option, because you end up pushing him far away from you. As a woman, you should understand that you shouldn't make your children feel like or observe that you are like a weak link to their father, that you are the person that easily manipulates their father to make decisions that he doesn't want to make, obviously, because it will make them have the guts to disobey your husband, which is not right. If you want to lay your complaints to your husband, do it at the right time. Do it when he's in a better mood, and do it in love. It is good that it is good as a woman that you take care of your home, do the house chores and all of that. But also learn to take breaks from that house chores and take care of yourself, because you are his woman. As a woman, you need to know that time when a man comes back from work is the worst time to lay any complaint to him. Why? Because he just came back from all the stress of conquering all the struggles and stress of that day. So you shouldn't bug him with anything at that time. Take care of him. That is what he needs first before laying any complaints. As a wife, you need to frequently ask your husband those things that you always do that he doesn't like, that gets him angry at you. It's good that you ask him these things, because he might just keep observing you and you keep repeating the mistake over and over again. Then one day he aggressively bursts out. That is even the worst. That is why it's important that you ask him when he opens up to you, then you make adjustment to your character. As the wife, you need to understand that there are little things that still matter to him, that still matter to your husband very much, such as serving him yourself, making better meals every day, and making his favorite meal as often as possible. These things still matter to men. As a woman, you need to understand that you shouldn't be the type of wife that always play the victim. You should also learn to consider the man's feelings as well, because he's not a robot, he's also a human being like you. But don't just be the manipulative type because he's a man. A wife, you shouldn't snap at your husband all the time. Don't even snap at him at all. Why? Because if that man decides to snap at you, decides to give you that same body language that you give him, you wouldn't even like it. In fact, you won't survive it as a woman. So don't be in the habit of always snapping at the man. It's not right. You should learn to be a source of encouragement to that man. You should be the one to motivate him to do more, encourage him to move higher, because it's not always easy carrying so much responsibilities as the man. So you should learn to motivate him, encourage him, and appreciate him. Very, very important. So that he will be inspired to do more and the load on him will be lighter, so that he wouldn't feel all the load of responsibilities on him so much. Men are not so much appreciated. So it is your job as the woman to appreciate that man. Finally, as the woman, you need to understand how men operate. You need to understand that when a man complains, it means that he has already felt that thing and he has endured that issue enough for him to lay that complaint to you. It's not like women that as they're feeling something, they're already talking about it, they're already complaining about it and all of that. No. Some men are like that. They'll experience that thing, then later they'll think about it, then lay their complaint. Don't see it as something you can always rub on his face on or all of that. Don't be the manipulative wife. Be a more understanding woman, a caring and a loving person. All these little things, you shouldn't neglect them. They might not seem important to you, but they are really, really important. Learn to take care of that man. So that's all for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for listening. And please, if you're not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also like and comment on my videos. Thank you so much for watching today.